Xbox One fanboys are virgin pussies. Wait, that's not this video. Xbox fanboys' loyalty resides more with the Xbox brand franchise and dick riding than it does with Halo, the main reason why majority of people even play Xbox to begin with. Now, I know not everybody plays this because of Halo, but me and pretty much majority of Xbox 360 dudes do, and also sales figures don't lie. So majority of people do play Xbox because of Halo at least, or started out. So, why I bring this up is there was the continuation of the old 343 needs to support Halo MCC thing, and in the Xbox subreddit, they were defending 343 or just saying grow up or move on or whatever bullshit. So first off, I'm going to go to the meat and potatoes of the article, and let's talk about how Halo MCC is still broken. And as you see by this gameplay, this is semi-fresh gameplay. It was a couple weeks ago, but I actually tried playing for days a couple weeks ago, and I played for a moderate time with my dude Kenny, and he can vouch for it, and he lives on the other side of America, so he can even vouch and played at different times as me. The matchmaking system is still dead and broke. Also, so let's go down this main guy's list on the Xbox user voice. And he went down how they're also silencing criticism, they are locking threads, critiquing them, and saying they need to fix it. This guy goes on and says, this is a big one also, playlist population, there is no display for how many people are in a playlist. This game's dead. It takes a decade to find a game, and we don't even know what playlist we should search in to actually have the highest chance of playing the said game. Well, how does that make sense? So if I want to get on and play the game, but the game's almost dead, the best chance for me to play this game would be to actually go in the playlist with the most amount of people. There's no way to know what's the most amount of people. So you see how that logic's flawed. The medal system is messed up, and split screen, he goes on to say. We also have the announcer doesn't work in Halo CE multiplayer. Halo 2 co-op play crashes and rarely even works. You get kicked out of matchmaking after every match. This is fucking stupid. They had it in Halo Reach and a Halo 3 that if you stayed in the lobby or readied up or whatever, you could all group up and play the next game. It'd be easier matchmaking time and searches and definitely would help out this dead game. That's not in here. There is no join in a game that's live. This kinda needs to be in just because of how dead the game is. I still prefer, you know, I like the old Halo where it's like the guy backs out, you're fucked. You know, I don't like this open door shit like Call of Duty had, but this game is dead and its times have changed and we need to evolve a little bit, so I'm fine with that. It definitely is needed, especially because of how dead this game's player base is. People back out almost every game. As you see right now, I believe people aren't even in this gameplay. It's just me and two dudes versus a 5-man team. Let's see, it'll pop up on screen in a second. No, it doesn't. Anyway, so that's how that goes. And then he goes on to talk about how custom games need to be hosted like PC versions of Halo 1 and 2, where people can find you, not just the guys on your friends list, but people can actively see you're hosting a custom game. Because, once again, what would Halo be without custom games? And the lack of support is fucking disgusting. Now, this all goes back to that old conspiracy where they don't want you playing Halo MCC, they want you playing Halo 5 and supporting that game. That is true, but still, just for non-argument conspiratorial purposes right now, I just want us to focus only on Halo MCC first before we talk about business. And he goes on to say that not only is all this need to be fixed, but this could also help make them some money back. People will come back to Halo MCC, they might have to buy the game, they might not even be playing Xbox, because once again, this is the biggest thing I've ever seen, by the way. Xbox fanboys say there's no exclusives on Xbox anymore, but what's this? Halo, man. And then, oh, but this is irrelevant, they shouldn't fix. I've always seen Halo MCC as a long-term commitment type thing, because no matter what in my life and where and how, I've always gonna love Halo 3 and always want to go back and play it at some point in time, or hop on with friends like, oh, reminiscent, and let's go play some Halo. You know, you've loaded up a game here or there once in time and you played it. I've seen my crew go back to Destiny just for old time's sakes, and I've seen them get on, play like one match and go back off. I did it with Titanfall. We've all done it, and so Halo is just a continuation of that, except Halo's actually a top-notch 10 out of 10 type thing, and some of these games, man, nostalgia, they don't quite hold up, but we've seen with Halo MCC that the core of the game does hold up. And so what I was saying is that it's funny the people on the subreddit are being sold a horrible product, and that they left it to rot, containing some of the greatest relics in gaming history, you know, the Xbox franchise, and that their Xbox loyalty goes so deep that they value the Xbox, you know, trademark, fucking circle jerk, you know, all that good shit. They value the Xbox brand and not saying anything bad about it over the Halo brand, because leaving Halo MCC to die and rot is leaving the core foundation to die and rot. And if the core foundation, I'll teach you guys some home shit. If your core of the foundation rots, guess what? The house sinks, collapses, and everybody dies. The Halo will die. Everybody inside Halo dead. Confirmed. This is Gangster 7 with a prediction. I don't know. It was a little crazy. But yeah. Anyways, so this top comment goes to this dickhead on Reddit, and he says, "Nothing is going to happen. The MCC train has derailed and fell down a ravine, exploded, and burned the hillside. All aboard were lost. Accept the loss and move on." Okay, so my counter to this guy is, no, Halo MCC, everybody's not dead, lost, and gone. The guys that made the game, or guys that can support the game, are still human, and they do exist in physical form, so that's not true. And people still play the game. It is a physical game, or it is a game nonetheless, and it is a real thing. So you're a fucking idiot, and so it's never too late. And as we've seen, what a guy made a comparison to Battlefield 4 on the user voice forum, that look, they both launched rocky as fuck. Halo MCC dropped a little bit more rocky, but look, they're still supporting Battlefield 4. What are they doing for while Battlefield Hardline came out and while Star Wars Battlefront came out? So just you're not Star Wars, and so look at that as a comparison, and don't bullshit us that you can't have both games and shit like that at the same time. So the better metaphor is that the train derailed, and they try to shoo it to the side and act like it never happened, and oh yeah, that Halo MCC game, yeah, that's there, it quote-unquote works though. Yeah, so the better metaphor is that it fell off the tracks, and we're just trying to get it back on the tracks and revive it, and get it back to chugging along to the solid state that it was gonna go to and live forever. So, and just keep mowing down this train tracks. I don't know, that metaphor starts falling apart. I don't know, I suck at metaphors. But anyways, so yeah, it's not too late, it's never too late, and also they sold you a half-ass shitty broken product, and you're like, I don't care, and you're a fucking idiot, and I won't even go. It's just it pisses me off, and I just would love to shit talk and break that down. But and there's some other comments, and this other fact says it's been working pretty well for me for some time now. Like I said, me and my friend from polar opposites in times and everything have the opposite experience, and this other guy says they don't need to fix anything. So I'm gonna leave you here with this. Here's why they need to fix it. Because they sold you a $60 game with the greatest shit of all time in the package, but the game never rose to its peak, and for it to coast out of, it just died, and it never even had a chance. So what they did essentially is they sold you the hope, promise, all that euphoria and the hype that went into the game, and then it just basically never technically came out. And so they owe you the fucking game still. Good job.